Episode 1. The question you've never been asked. When you think about it, most of the questions you've answered in your life have never really belonged to you. They've been handed down, built in, structured into the way the world runs. What do you want to be when you grow up? How much can you afford? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? They sound personal. They sound like they're about you, but they're not. They're the systems questions, the machines questions. And because they're everywhere, from school to work, to the bank, to the dinner table, you don't think to challenge them. You just live inside them. You answer, you adjust, you keep moving forward. And before long, your whole life is shaped around somebody else's questions. But every now and then, a different kind of question shows up. One that doesn't fit the script. One that stops you mid-stride because it changes the shape of everything else. Here's the one I want to start with. What would change if you set up the systems of your life so that they started paying you instead of draining you? Simple words. But if you let them sink in, they can rearrange how you see your whole world. Because whether you notice it or not, you already live inside a system. Every household has one. Payments, renewals, subscriptions, direct debits, quiet agreements stacked one on top of the other. It's like the wiring hidden behind your walls, invisible, but always live, always flowing, always taking, month after month, year after year. And because you can't see it, you don't think about it. You just keep feeding it. Money goes out. More money goes out. Maybe some's left over, maybe not. That's normal. That's the default. The system is built to bill you. And it does exactly that. Relentlessly, predictably. No malice, just structure. Now imagine this. The same system, the same wiring, the same routines, but the flow is different. Instead of built to bill, it's built to pay. Not because you've added a second job, not because you've stretched your hours thinner, not because you've hustled harder, but because you've chosen to design it differently. That's the essence of the other option. Not doing more, not chasing harder, not hoping. Simply seeing what's already in front of you and arranging it in a way that works for you instead of against you. That's leverage. That's design. That's freedom. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people will never do this. Not because it's impossible, not because it's complicated, but because they've been trained not to ask. They're too busy, too distracted, too convinced that change means sacrifice. And so they carry on, working harder, spending more, getting less, hoping the next promotion, the next opportunity, the next raise will change the pattern, when in fact the pattern itself is the problem. This is why attraction marketing works in the first place. People aren't moved by logic alone. They're pulled by stories, by the chance to see themselves differently. And that's what this series is. It's not a lecture. It's a way of helping you see what's been hidden in plain sight. Once you see the wiring, you can't unsee it. Once you notice the lever, you can't pretend it isn't there. And once you feel the difference between built to bill and built to pay, you'll never look at your household the same way again. So, here's what I want you to do now. Take 5 minutes when this ends. Write down the 5 biggest payments that leave your account each month. Energy, broadband, mobile, insurance, whatever they are for you. Then ask yourself, are these built to bill or built to pay? Don't overthink it. Don't try to solve it yet. Just notice it. Bring it to the surface. Because once it's visible, it can't go back to being invisible. And then hold on to the question. Let it rattle around in your mind. Because this is where the binge effect begins. The more you sit with the question, the more you'll want the answer. The more you'll notice the old scripts, the old questions, the old defaults. What would change if you set up the systems of your life so they started paying you instead of draining you? That's the doorway. That's the other option. In the next episode, we'll look at the silent fear that keeps people from stepping through. Because here's the truth. It isn't rejection that holds most people back. It's acceptance. No is safe. Yes is dangerous. Yes means change. Yes means stepping into something that doesn't fit the old script. And that's what we'll explore in episode 2. Why most people fear yes more than no, and how that single fear has shaped their choices without them even realizing. For now, sit with the question. Let it do its work. What would change if you set up the systems of your life so they started peeing you instead of draining you? We'll see you in the next episode.